Hey guys, this is Redneck Small Engine Auto Repair. Today we're working on a 2000 Toyota Sienna. Done changed out the driver's side axle. Now today I got to change out passenger side, which if anybody knows about these things, what in the world? Oh, they're on it over there. Got a limb. They're stuck on it. Their tires on it actually. But and you know they can be a pain. Let me go show you this other axle. I'm gonna try to back it in here. Well, I can just work in this area right here. This is the passenger side axle, which right here is easy enough to change, except you got this bearing right here that likes to get seized in the housing. Today I'm hoping that one's not seized in the housing. I'm hoping it's not seized in the housing there, but we shall see. I don't know how much I won't be able to record, but because my phone's dying, so I don't know exactly how much I can record. I need to grab some jack stands. Put this front end up on them. But I'll record what I can. This might be bits and pieces of a video because my phone, like I said, is trying to die on me. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna start this van up and turn around and go get my dogs inside for a minute. They ain't running underneath. Let me see if I can get the puppy in the video. Oh, he's pooping. I got my one dog, and there he is. Are you done pooping, dog? Oh. Oh, alright. There's my little buddy. There's Chevy. Chevy. There's Chevy. Ain't you Chevy? There's my dog, Allie. Call her the Great White Moose. But yeah, like I said, this probably be a couple of clips of that. So if my phone don't die first, but alright, I will be back. Alright, so right here is where I'm at. Sway bar link is getting changed. I had to put a pair of vice grips on the end of it here where it goes right there, and then get the nut off. But there's a snap ring. You see the end of it sticking up. Get right in here. Snap ring right there. Got two ends that fit in these little grooves you got to get in. I couldn't get them with my pliers, so I worked it a little bit, got it, and then I had it out just a little bit. I got this little screwdriver and I got that bigger one, and I worked it all the way around. Let me get up underneath here. I'm gonna show you. Right there is a snap ring just sitting there. I gotta get this bolt out, and then see if we gotta knock her out or if she's just gonna slide right on out for us. If we gotta knock it out, I'll probably use, I don't know, air hammer or something on the back side. Just gotta watch out for his exhaust. Best thing to do is just keep on spraying some, well, I'm using PV Blaster, but PV Blaster, WD-40, anything. Let me get it out here. Yeah. Now I'm getting ready to take all this stuff loose. I'm probably going to take the brake caliper off, which it does need a new rotor and some new brake pads. I'm going to take the axle nut loose. The way I do it, the way I did the other one, I just took the two spindle bolts here out, put them back in. I left the tie rod in, I left the lower ball joint on. I just took it out of the spindle, or the strut here. Took the spindle out of the strut and just swung it around a little bit just so I could get this out. I got to get that bolt and that bolt out, slide that plastic piece off there, That way I got room to work in there. And then, like I said, take that stabilizer bar link out, because it'll give you, well, I just loosened it up. I didn't take it completely out, I just loosened it. But it'll give you room to get back in there to get that, I don't know if you can see it, snap ring right there. It'll give you room to get it out. So, yeah, like I said, it's probably going to be bits and pieces because my phone's dying. And I'm trying to keep it from dying completely. But there's a little bit of how far it is right now. Forgot to record, but it's all done. As you can see, new axles in, snap rings in, everything. You know, I ended up having to, it wouldn't come out, I ended up having to take that little piece right there loose and the mount that connects to the engine that the axle goes through. It just got a lot hassle and everything, so yeah, I ended up having to take all that loose, then get the axle out. It was hung up in there for some weird reason. End up cutting the axle in two, and then you can see the other piece of the axle leaning up there. The bearing was just seized totally up in there. I mean, don't look at it, I heated it up and everything, shot heat to it. Still couldn't get it to come out, so I just said, you know what, I'm just taking the whole thing out. But yeah, I got it back together. I'm just getting ready to put the wheel on. Go grab my torch sticks. I got new sway bar links put in. I done did the driver's side the other day, and then got new sway bar links in it too, or sway bar link. But yeah, it's let me tell you something. This little bitty thing, just put an axle in, it's a job. Be prepared to be out working on this thing for a while if you're doing one. I mean, I didn't really video it, but you can see new one's in. Torque down. I just got to put the cap back on so I can find it in all my mess here, because I was just trying to hurry up and get this done. It's late at night. I want to go to bed. I'm sure my neighbors are loving me right now. Not the right Carter keys that I'm looking for. So, come to the stash here. I think I got these Carter keys from like a Harbor Freight, I do believe. Something like, I think Harbor Freight. I mean, look, some there. Got some nuts and bolts and stuff and everything, because you never know what road you're gonna need. But yeah, so like I say, if you plan on doing this, be prepared to be sitting for a while. So yeah, I'm just gonna get this Carter key put in, and then put the tire on, take jack stands out, my wheel chocks off of it, and then pull it back outside, and then I'm going to bed. Or I might just leave it in the garage until he comes tomorrow to pick it up. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to do his job, I suggest air hammers, impacts, torches, water to spray in case the torches start burning stuff. And then, which I didn't have nothing burn, but you know, it's always precaution. Always have some water just to do all that. But yeah, though, so I didn't even take the ball joint out or the tie rod in. I just kind of leaned it over because the axle's kind of this way instead of straight. If you look, the axle kind of goes to the side, so I just took it out of here and just swung it over this way a little bit just to get out of my way, and then worked on the axle. Bearing have to take the ball joint loose and everything, but there is a bolt on the bottom of that thing. You can't see it because I got this back on there, but the only way you get that bolt out mainly is if the axle's out. But if you can't get the axle out, but you need to get that out, if you could break it loose, it's 14 millimeter. You ain't getting a socket and a ratchet on it. You got to use a wrench. You got to wrench that thing all the way out. Then you got to kind of mess with it to get it all the way out because it hits the axle. I actually got it out. There's another way you can do it too. If you can get something up in there and cut it, you can just cut it. If you can spin out by your fingers, you can just cut it and then spin the rest of it out with your fingers. Sleeve enough that you can get a hold of. I misplaced my Sawzall blade, so I didn't get to cut it. I had to fight with it. So yeah, but I'm gonna put the tire back up on this thing, get the jack stands out where I need it, or one jack stand, and my wheel chocks, and then I'm going to bed. So y'all have a good one. I'm out. I'm going nap time. All right, bye.